That's what we're highlighting this morning on Upper Michigan Today. I have a feeling Honey Haven Baking Company is changing the lives of a lot of families here in Marquette County and beyond with their offerings of allergen-friendly products like pizza crusts, cakes, cupcakes, muffins, baguettes. That's what we're looking at right now. We're shaping the baguettes, and then we're moving over to the next step after they get proofed overnight. It's time for scoring. So Loretta is going to show us this next step in the process.
So we always sprinkle them with a little flour first. Gives them that nice little crust that you want on them. Rub it all in.
Molly, have you ever made bread before?
I have never made bread before. I've made bread in a bread maker, which I think is probably cheating.
I think it's cheating.
Yeah. I've never made fresh bread before, and I've certainly never tried to make fresh gluten-free bread before. That would be, I think, a lot to undertake myself personally.
I never baked a day in my life until I started working here. Well, never baked a day in my life successfully. And now I'm baking every weekend when I'm at home, not even working, and it's become my new hobby.
Wow,
so.
yeah. My sister was always the baker in my family, not me.
What's been your favorite part of baking and taking it home as a hobby?
I really just like making bread for my kids and stuff. And like, we haven't bought store-bought bread in months at this point. Wow. Like, we're just eating what I'm making every weekend at home, banana breads, pumpkin breads, like, and they're loving it. My husband loves it. I did like an Italian cheese loaf sourdough this weekend.
Yum.
And it's so good.
Sounds amazing.
And honestly, getting to work with my best friend and like having my best friend as my boss is pretty awesome.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I would love it if I was working with my best friend. Okay, scoring.
And then get into the scoring. So each one will get 3 scores. You want to go pretty deep down inside of them. I always give them a little wiggle to separate them.
Okay.
And what does the scoring do?
I think it like helps with the tension and stuff in the bread, and it looks pretty.
Yeah, and it helps release, like, helps it open up and expand, because that's what bread does.
Yeah. And these they really usually expand so nicely in there.
We love a nice and fluffy baguette. That's a good way to...
You got to make sure it's like deep in there.
My turn?
Okay? Do the last one there.
I'm gonna do okay, but now my question is, do I have to do it the way that you did it, or can I do a special design? Oh man, you shouldn't have said that. Okay, oh man, now I'm gonna...
The world is your oyster, Tia.
It is. I always say the world is an improv stage, and I'm just an actor. Isn't that what life is, improv?
Pretty much.
Every day.
Wow, Tia, getting real fancy with it there.
Wait a second. Do you bake bread at home?
You know, I don't, but I have sourdough starter dreams.
Oh, you should get on that. It's
Do
awesome.
it.
It's
I
so
do.
fun. I love every second of baking sourdough at home too.
Do you
And
find that you're making beer too?
Huh?
Is that
And
what you said?
here. No.
Oh, I thought you said and beer, and I was
No,
like,
no.
you brew at home too?
No.
Tell me more.
I don't drink. So.
Do you find that by baking your own breads at home, you're saving money, or do you end up just kind of spending more money on extra ingredients? for the bread?
Definitely. I'm definitely saving money. Yeah. I bet you a loaf of sourdough costs me $3 at most. At most. Like, I mean, because it's not expensive like buying this flour.
Right.
You know, I get a 10-pound bag for $4 of like the good bread flour that I like to use. So it's like, it's a lot different comparing the prices from here to baking not gluten-free. Yeah.
I'm going to sign my name in this little score. So I guess if someone gets this baguette tomorrow, you know, you
It's
get...
a Tia Trudgeon original.
It is. It is. You...
I love it.
Perfect. Okay. Into the oven they go?
Into the oven they go.
Into the oven they go. Into the oven they go.
First is I'll get a little cold water. Just a tidbit. I usually set it right there. And then I'll open my oven. It's gonna be hot. We cook at a really, really high temp when we do baguettes to help them get that nice crust on them.
Ooh, I do like a crusty baguette.
And then we will grab our water and pour a little water. The steam really helps them stay nice and moist, and that was a good sizzle there.
Yeah.
And then we will do 10 minutes in the oven, and then we have a second round where we lower the temp and we bake them for another 12 minutes.
Okay, well, I think on that note, we'll probably take it to another commercial break and check on things when we come back.